I wanted to catch a trout. Ooh, there's some head water going right there. So I'm over here in my first location, and this was one of those, like, put the kayak in the water. I'm telling you, man, I put the kayak in the water and it was just like gone, paddling, go. And trying to get out here because I'm limited on time today. I just have a little while to fish, but I was going to take advantage of it while I could. So I'm out here. I paddled as hard as I could to my first spot, and I actually passed a couple spots that looked fishy to get to this, because this is just where I figured fish would be. And you know, when you only have a little bit of time, you got to fish where you really believe the fish are going to be, especially in a kayak, because you can't run but so far. And there are a lot of birds back here, and I'm seeing bait. Oh man, oh, that was a hit. And I'm seeing bait, but my problem has been I'm in it's kind of crowded back here today, and I imagine these fish have had some pressure already. This is a local spot that everybody knows, but that's what you do when you're limited on time. You go back and hit a spot that you believe fish are going to be in, and it is what it is as far as people being in it. So check this out. Back at Christmas time, I picked up a new rod and reel. When I bought this rod and reel, my whole purpose and my whole idea behind what I was picking was actually I wanted to catch a trout. I wanted a rod to catch trout with. And I want you to know, I'm betting I just picked one up. This is a pretty decent fish, whatever it is. Oh yeah, mullet. Look at that. Oh man. You know what though? They're actually not bad to eat. Mullet is really not bad eating. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little mullet catch and cook for you. I wonder how many people have ever actually eaten mullet. Mullet is not bad. It's really not. It's not bad eating. So this spot's not panning out. So I guess what we'll do is head on back, man. There's some other spots back there I really want to go work. So we'll just go see how things work out. There's a gazebo and some docks and stuff. I want to head back there and try to hit and see if we can pick some drum up. Honestly, even though I can't keep them, I was hoping for some trout in this hole. But looks like it's been fished kind of hard today. There were several boats back here. And there's a spot that's farther back that way. But for the limited time I have, it's not worth trying to paddle all the way back there. Plus that boat, that guy's probably a guide. He's back in there. I don't want to disrupt him, and you know, there's only so much room to fish in this little creek. So anyway, let's head on back to the next spot. Sometimes I wish the GoPro could pick up the little things you hear when it's so quiet and you're by yourself. Okay, that spot didn't work out, so on to the next one. I'm gonna paddle down here. There's another little place down here where we pick up trout sometimes. It's a little bit of a deeper hole, and I've caught some drum over here too. So I'm gonna go stop at this little spot and see how it goes. I'm working this dock for structure here. Likely spot to find a drum. Could be a school, could be a little single, one by itself. I'll take it though. This is one of those spots that you can't not fish. You got deep water here in the middle, shallows on either side with structure, all kinds of structure over there. Very likely to be holding a fish. So I guess we're gonna call this a wrap. Some days just don't turn out like you want them to, but you know, at least we were out on the water and had a good time. And man, I just love the water. Love being out here on the water. I love kayak fishing. It's just so much more fun when you're catching the fish you came out to catch. But I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take those mullet home and cook them, and we're going to see how that thing turns out. I'm going to show you what they taste like, or I can't really show you what they taste like, but I'm going to taste them and tell you how I think they taste. So we're going to see. There's a lot of people that like mullet, and so we'll see how that turns out. I think it's going to be good. Anyway, stay tuned. All right, so check this out. Here's what we're getting ready to do. I don't know how many people have ever actually tried to eat mullet. It's bait fish to me, but we actually Kurt actually caught a pretty good sized mullet the last time we went, and we cooked some of it just to try it to see how it was, and we actually, Angie and I both really liked it. Didn't you like it?
I did.
So what we're gonna do, I figured, hey, the next time I catch some mullet, I'm gonna bring some of it home, and I'm gonna cook it and do a little film, and we're gonna call this film "Don't Knock It Till You Try It." And so what I'm gonna do, I've already filleted both of. There was two small mullet. Both of them were really little. You can kind of zoom in right here if you want to. Both of them they weren't great big. They weren't tiny little bait size, but they weren't giants either. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a quick little lunch actually. So a couple little small mullet and make a great little sandwich. So I'm going to do them two different ways. One way is how we actually tried it. We wanted to see and actually taste the fish. So all we did was salt and pepper and cooked it in a little olive oil. So right now I've got my olive oil heating up in the pan. And we're gonna make one of these, we're gonna do just salt and pepper, and the other one we're gonna do some redfish magic on there, and taste both of them and see, let you know what we think. All right, appreciate it, stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. We're just gonna do salt and pepper on it. So, all right, so that covers that one. And the other one, this is, you've seen me do this before if you watch any of my other videos. I really like this redfish magic. This stuff is awesome. You cannot go wrong putting this on fish.
So, just take a little spoon of it. I'll put a healthy dose on there.
It may look like a lot, but this one thing that's good about this seasoning is it's not overpowering. Alright, so I got the oil good and hot, and I'm going to drop the two salt and pepper fillets in first. Alright, here comes the next one. Alright, a couple minutes on that, we're going to be ready to go. What would cooking in the South be without a little bit of butter? So what I'm doing now is I'm going to actually take and toast a little bit of bread to make for my sandwich. That's how you do it right there. Get her done. Flip it over. Brown that side. Duke's mayonnaise. The size of Duke's. Take a look at this meat. Look at this. Man, that is beautiful. Nice white, flaky meat. And this is gonna be simple right here. Look at that. That is getting ready to be a good sandwich. Okay, so here we have it. This is as fresh as it gets. This is like the day after. And you can see this sandwich looks delicious. Got some Cape Cod kettle cooked chips. And Angie made me some chocolate covered strawberries. So I guess that's my dessert or whatever. So here we go. Let's give this a shot. I'm betting it's gonna be delicious. That's good right there. Mm-hmm. That is really good. That is excellent fish. So let me talk to you about it 1 second. Texture is on time. That texture reminds me a lot of flounder. You know, the way that the meat looks when you fillet it looks a lot like flounder. It cooks up just like flounder, and it tastes a lot like flounder. It's not strong. It's not oily at all. It's just got a really good fish flavor. And I think if you like fish, period. If you like any kind of fish, you will enjoy eating that. I like the seasoning that's on there. That adds to it. But for, man, a couple little mullet for a lunchtime sandwich meal is perfect. So that's actually, I put a little bit of one fillet over there, but I could have gotten away with just one little mullet and made a sandwich out of it. But this is really good. So that's why I named this video, Don't Knock It Till You Try It. If you go and you're out there and you catch a mullet, it's a decent size. And when I say decent size, I mean a little bit longer than your hand. If you catch one that's maybe a little bit longer than your hand, take it home, fillet it, cut that rib cage out, cut the skin off of it, which is what I did, made boneless, skinless fillets, put it in a frying pan, cook it for a couple of minutes, and put it on a sandwich with some mayonnaise, and you will have an on-time meal. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate all the subscribers. We appreciate you watching. If you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified for any of the new videos when we post new videos up. So thank you so much. Take care, and God bless you.